I'm your host, Dre Montez. Hope everyone is doing fine on this What It Do Wednesday edition of the show. Hope everyone New Year's still going fine. Are you still holding on to that New Year's resolution? Are you still going to the gym? Are you still trying to do no cell phone dinner with the family? Are you still putting away $50 a week? Those are the little bitty things when it comes to the New Year's resolution, as some people believe in, other folks don't. I think they work for you for the most part. I think you have to be real with yourself, though. What can you honestly do on a consistent basis, anywhere from 3 months to 6 months? What can you honestly do and be accountable for it to yourself? What can you do? Those are things to think about sometimes when we're trying to have a goals list or a dream sheet, but being real to ourselves, and we can figure that out. I think it'll be a whole lot better situation for some folk and the good folk and the good people. But let's get some high fives in the building. Chest bump that thing. Let's hug it out. Oh, boy, there we go. Oh. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. If you're celebrating an anniversary, happy anniversary to you. If you're over 40 and you shoveling too many people's snow, be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. And also shout out to my homie D. I'm glad she's okay. Had a little hospital scare yesterday, but I'm glad she's okay. Shout out to my homie D from D&D. Don't get butt hurt. I guess sometimes you have to applaud the situation. Sometimes it calls for that. But man, we're at that pivotal time now. This is when decisions are about to affect the outcome. And we're seeing an alarming rate of, I guess, players to me that are beyond. When players lose, some call it that's the competitive nature in them. Some call it childish. But when players lose, it's a real thing. Some can't handle it. But this is from the mind of Montez. When players lose, some can't face the media at all, as we saw in the NFL playoffs. We see when managers have a meltdown. But when players have a meltdown, I think the NFL in Major League Baseball, they take losing harder than anybody, because it's something you can probably point out individually that happened. Collectively as a team or a particular play or player, and they take that hard. And we as fans, we get hard on these guys sometimes. We get real hard on them sometimes about if they should have caught the ball, making the right throw. Why are you taking an extra base? Know your opponent better than you know yourself. Know their weakness just as much as yours. And I think in those two particular sports, there's so many moving parts in football. It's hard to break it down to its purest form. That's why I think on Monday, everybody is really smart now. We've had time to watch the game, watch the replay, watch the highlights, hear some commentary, put our own thought process on there. And then it becomes a shouting match on what really happened when a team loses. And players point the finger. Fans point the finger. We all blame Mark Andrews last year for dropping that ball. Everybody did. Everybody did. But when they don't want to talk to the media, or they wait 2 weeks after the fact and make a long post that nobody wants to read, I don't think that's fair at all. I don't think that's fair at all. It look like I'm frozen over here. Yeah, it look like we're frozen here, buddy. Let's refresh some things here. Trying to commandeer this thing the right way. There we go. Okay, there go the mashed potatoes and gravy. There we go. There we go. I knew something was up. I knew something was off right there. All right, back to the focus. In the mind of Montez. When players lose, just think about the first time you had your taste of being competitive, either academically or in the athletic world. First time you took an L, how did that go for you? Did it go something like this? Boy, hold your head up. You're not going to win every game. Did it go like that? Did it go like that? When you're pouting too much and your coach or your father says that phrase to you, boy, hold your head up. You're not going to win every game. But you learn from your losses. Moving right along. For the mind of Montez, Nathan's hot dog sold for $450 million. Nathan's hot dog sold for $450 million. Where should get all this money from? Where get all this money from? Where? Where get all this money from? $450 million for Nathan's hot dogs. My oh my, the hot dog has come a long way. Well, it's been talked about so much already. When it happened, it was a shock. It's because of the numbers. At one point, they're telling us numbers matter. Another point, well, we're not just looking at numbers anymore. We got to look at the integrity of the game as well. We're talking about the NFL Hall of Fame snub to Coach Bill Belichick. Check. I am no Patriot fan. I am no Belichick fan. I am a football fan. I said this about 15 years ago. I changed my whole thought process on Bill Belichick once I saw that documentary about him. How that man prepares a football team for a game. How simple he makes the game plan for his coaches. It's simplistic at its finest. The man turns the wind machine on, wets the ball, tells the defensive player to jump. He throws everything at you that could possibly happen in a game. That way, when it happens to a game, there's no freak out moment. You're prepared for it. Not many coaches do that. But Bill Belichick, 6 Super Bowl wins. 8 total, 2 as an assistant coach. More playoff wins than anybody. 8 Super Bowls. And they want to bring up the Bill Poland. Get in here. Bill Poland, get in here. Get in here, Bill. You were with the Buffalo Bills. You didn't win nothing. You with the Carolina Panthers. You didn't win nothing. With the coach, you won one with all that. And you in the Hall of Fame? Bill Poland's in the Hall of Fame. How? What did he do? He won 1 Super Bowl. All that talent, 1. It did Bill dirty. All because of Tony Dungy, Bill Poland, because they couldn't beat him. So they want to bring up Spygate and Deflategate. Spygate and Deflategate. So you mean to tell me because of the infractions that took place under the head coaching tutelage of Bill Belichick, check. Spygate and Deflategate is why he's not getting in as a first-time Hall of Fame ballot. First time. No, we're not getting you in. Bill Poland said he can wait till next year. So what that mean for Tom Brady? Tom Brady was a part of Deflategate. Tom Brady was on that team too. So they're going to do the same thing for Tom Brady? These Hall of Fame committees and voters and structures and policies and procedures to get in, make it make sense to us. I don't understand this Bill Belichick situation. As a football fan, I'm outraged. Outraged. It's one of those things you just really scratching your head on. Barry Bonds not in the Hall of Fame. Pete Rose not in the Hall of Fame. Keith Kachuk not in the Hall of Fame. And Bill Belichick didn't get in. But didn't MLB just let in a player that was a part of one of the biggest cheating scandals in baseball history? Carlos Beltran. He was the ringleader on that Astros team. We all know we can say it together, folks. We can say it together. We're grown. We can all say it. There is cheating in sports. Yes, sir. Yeah. Since the beginning of time, there is cheating in sports. There are people that play a particular sport, don't even know the rules. They just there because of their size. Not up here. Not up here. But the Bill Belichick thing, I didn't see that coming. Is he also being punished for the girlfriend situation, even though that's none of y'all damn business? We're so critical of people in an age gap. We're so critical of people, hey, it's too old, it's too young for him. I am 55. I'd be damned if I date somebody my age. No. When you get to a certain age and both parties grown, leave us alone. Leave us alone. But I would love to hear the words from Bill Belichick. I hope we get a press conference today at 2 o'clock. I hope we get one. I want to hear from Bill. Get it off your chest, Bill. That's my Bill Belichick. I mean, when you do everything right, according to the bylaws of sports and competing and winning, and you're still being judged, that's got to be a tough battle. That's got to be a tough battle, big time. Big time. Just from Bill Belichick's snub, NFL Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio, naughty, shouldn't do. That's a foul on you. Come on now. Bill? You told him no? The exit of Bill Belichick and the New England Football Patriots, the Bob Kraft weird relationship, him as Thomas Patrick Jefferson Brady's relationship near the end was crazy. It was crazy. It was just about football. We're not cracking jokes. We're not going out to dinner. We just going to do football. How about that? That works for some people. Was it a couple of weeks ago we discussed what folks are doing now? Instead of relationships, they have partnerships. If you talk about it, anything can be done. It's when you're not communicating where the confusion lies at. You got to communicate with yourself, your children, your partner, your parents, your friends. You got to communicate. Don't assume anything. What they think, what they know, communicate. Communicate for sure. For sure. I tell you right now, with this snow on the ground, you're probably not thinking what I'm thinking. Yeah, go see my boy John Gibbs at Don Brown Chevrolet, 2244 South Kings Highway. New pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Go see my guy, John Gibbs at Don Brown Chevrolet, also known as the STL Truck Hillbilly. Tell him Dre Montez sent you. 2244 South Kings Highway. There it is right there. How do you feel about Belichick? Did they get this right on Bill Belichick? Or did somebody get in their feelings? Because we all know men get in their feelings. Men, we know how to get in our feelings. We know how to be petty. You had one baseball writer didn't vote for Ken Griffey. He would have been a unanimous decision. One writer, one. What Ken Griffey did he see? And I want to know the voting process on Bill Belichick. How influential were Tony Dungy and Bill Polian talking to the voters? So you got the Bill Belichick situation going on over here, okay? Then over here on the left coast, the right coast in that corner, almost, Pittsburgh. They went and got Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy looks like football. Mike McCarthy is football for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I didn't understand the hire until I heard the speech. That is probably one of the best speeches I've heard ever from Mike McCarthy. The man said, in this game of football, when you have to put on different colors, it takes a while. But this one here makes sense because these were the colors that I wore as a kid. Now I get to wear them now as a coach. Man, come on now. To coach your hometown team that you were a fan of as a kid. They make movies about this stuff. I didn't feel the hire in the beginning. But after seeing that speech with Mike McCarthy, I think Pittsburgh did the right thing. It did the right thing. Now, we still want to know, did any teams violate any of the 9 coaching jobs that have been had now out of the 10? Did anyone violate the Rooney Rule? They used to tell us when they were hiring a minority or interviewing a minority. Not anymore. You can't tip. I don't care what type of rule you think it is. It sounded like a great idea in the beginning. All the NFL and the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Rooney family have they come together to put a Rooney Rule together, which includes where minorities are going to get a chance to interview for front office jobs, as well as head coaching jobs and position coaching jobs. On every opening process, we will have a minority interview for these positions. Show me the success rate. Show me how many people have been hired with the term Rooney Rule. I mean, there are plenty of coaches out there that want to be head coaches. But we're learning right now, since the end of the season and everybody got fired, we're learning more and more about these front office teams. What's actually going on with the communication and the responsibility from the owner to the GM to the president to the head coach. If all of those are not getting along and on the same page, it's not going to go well. Your whole year is just going to be, they're going to point the finger at you because what happened in Buffalo was a damn nightmare. That's a PR nightmare. That is a PR nightmare. So people, now the Jets situation now is about to get crazy. It is, if I'm interviewing for a head coaching job, and if am I just interviewing to be interviewing, or am I going out this interview because I want the job? Because I want the job. There's a big difference. Some people just go on interviews just be going on interviews. But how many of you want the job? See, that's what I want to know. Who wanted that job? It seemed like the only one that really wanted a job to me between Mike McCarthy and Kevin Stefanski. Because I didn't know that you never know how bad a person wants out of a situation until they get somewhere comfortable. You never know until a person gets out of a bad situation and they get somewhere comfortable for sure. And that's the way I feel about it. Speaking of some other things that we feel about here, we got an all-star game problem, people. The NFL has just totally disrespected how it used to be in Hawaii for the Pro Bowl. It was a getaway. People in Hawaii get to see the players and other fans get to see a game of football. When they were doing the events on Waikiki Beach, how they're there for a good 2 weeks of pure entertainment and relaxation. And a pretty damn fun football game. The Pro Bowl used to be fun. And then somebody said, let's move it to Florida. You've been playing the whole NFL season. And for your reward doing a good job to go to the Pro Bowl, you want to go to Florida or Hawaii? Make it make sense. Now, they have really done flipped it. No more pads. Flag football. And it's on a Tuesday. Who? Adam Silver in the NBA. What is up with that all-star game? Tell me if you agree. Do you think LeBron ruined the all-star game when Kobe challenged him and he didn't want none, he passed the ball? Many a former NBA players have been saying on these different shows and platforms about that's when the shift started with the NBA All-Star game. That right there. Because now it's buddy ball. It's buddy ball. I think the only ones that have a true All-Star game is MLB and NHL. The NFL, it's just names on paper now. Shedeur Sanders is a starter in the Pro Bowl. Jackson Dart could win Rookie of the Year. Have y'all looked at their numbers? What are we doing? Should we just stop all All-Star games, period? Because the NBA is a nightmare. It is a nightmare. There's so many NBA players that did this to themselves. They can't win where they wanted to go. So now they want to pack their bags and go again. But here's what's happening. You putting that team in shambles now. Giannis, KD, Harden, Kyrie. They're putting teams in shambles just trying to win a championship. Why not just play ball? Get with a team. When they can't win, they got to go. Then if they can't go their way, I'm gonna go to the media. Well, I don't think they playing hard enough out here. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The NBA is at its fastest ever in the amount of plays that are ran during an NBA game. The speed of the NBA is through the roof. But these players are making it the Giannis and the Ja Morant situation. Ja got to go. But I think Ja Morant, his team, his daddy, they all need to just look in the mirror and talk to each other. That's not acceptable behavior for an NBA player or father or mom. But they make it seem so damn normal. There's no way. And Giannis, since he has won, winning changes people, especially if you're the man on the team. You see what's going on in LA? That's a mess. The Genie Bus, Maverick Carter, LeBron James situation Rich Paul is a total mess. It is a media nightmare. If Bron plays one more year, why is there such a push to keep him in the league one more year? I don't know if the push is there or the push on him being an NBA owner for a team in Vegas. But something's got to give. Something's got to change. The effort in the NBA is nowhere near where it should be. You have players playing half-ass basketball, and they know it. And every time the coach tries to challenge them, it's a confrontation. Look how the tempers have been blowing up the past week in NBA. It 3-4 fights last night. I told you, in the NBA, a majority of the beefiness is from the internet. NFL, the beefiness, social media. Major League Baseball, they don't forget nothing. They still mad about what Josh did in 8th grade. Baseball players don't forget nothing. Not a thing. But how are you folks doing today? And welcome to What It Do Wednesday edition of the show. CertaPro Paints presents Montez at midday. And I'm your host, Dre Montez. And I hope everyone is doing well. Got some good news. This could be the last day that Friendly's is closed. I think it's due to open back up over here in South City at 3503 Roger Place. Friendly. And not all of you people can drive. So if you find yourself in a legal situation, call the counselor at 314-675-0377. If you know that pum not yours and a bloom behind you and you need some legal representation, meaning you in trouble, call the counselor at 314-675-0377. The choice of attorney is an important decision and should not be based on this advertisement alone. But call the counselor. There it is right there. Call the counselor. Well, all right. To be successful in whatever you're doing, do you have to be delusional? Do you have to be delusional on your success to not only just bring it to the forefront, but for you to believe in it and to keep it going? Do you have to have delusional success to be successful? I think so. I mean, we all dream, and when you're trying to do something and you're doing it, you're thinking of ways to improve upon it each and every time. In that process, you're dreaming a little bit, so it's a little delusion in there as well. So yes, I think delusional success is a real thing. I really do. I really do believe it is. It is for sure. Like how many times you've been told no, and how many times have you failed? Did that help you? When that girl, when you asked that woman for a number and she said no and kept going, did that hurt you? Or did you try again? When you went up for that promotion and you failed that interview because you didn't know what you were talking about, you had no product knowledge whatsoever. None. You just in there jibber jabbing at the mouth. But if you're prepared the next time, I guarantee you won't fail. But knowing failure, in the words of my dude Zig Ziglar, those things help. It makes you go back to the drawing board. It makes you figure out why she tell me no. You failed at that interview. What did you fail at? Because you can talk too much in it. You can talk too much. Stay on point. I try to practice this thing called the elevator pitch. Which is, the elevator pitch is 30 seconds. Get to the point. I can't send 5-page emails and attachments. Nobody's going to read that. Get to the point. Get it off your chest. Say what you got to say. And this is a real question. I've been thinking about this one for quite a while. Is cheating still a bad thing? Is cheating in a relationship still a bad thing? I see it being applauded more than anything. The people still together. They argue for a couple of days. They back together. Yeah, his shit in a hefty bag, but he'll be back tomorrow. In the 90s, cheating was diabolical. They call your whole family. They would call your whole family back in the day, man. Back in the day, when you're in a relationship and the girl like you or the boy like you, y'all dress alike probably twice a month. But something goes wrong. Somebody call him. Somebody's mom and daddy. Your son, he acting funny. That's what people cared. I don't think cheating is as bad as it used to be. I mean, cheating was like, you got to go get a room. You explain to your boys why you got all them trash bags in the backseat of your car. You got to park behind your job because you don't want nobody to see what's inside your car. You got a flat screen TV in there, 8 bags of clothes, 4 pairs of shoes. You don't want nobody to see that. Everybody knew when you got caught cheating back in the day. Everybody knew it. They throw your shit out the window. PlayStation broke. Nintendo broke. Maybe a flat tire. Maybe. And they come into your job clowning with the baby on the hip. Nobody does that no more. When they used to come to your job with that baby on the hip, wearing them house shoes, oh, Lord, and just giving you the business and the whole job just watching. All in your business. That's when people cared, though. That's when it was a different time, the 90s. Not saying today isn't bad at all. 2026 is not bad. I just think too much happened and nobody said a thing. You understand what I'm saying? I think too much happened and nobody said a thing. Nobody. I was at Six Flags in 1975 when the skyscraper fell. No counseling. On the ride back home, nobody said a thing. I mean, that was traumatic. But it was this ride that went all the way across Six Flags. That joker fell. I was there that day, 1975, with the block union. 5012 Kensington in the building. Yeah, it is. But nobody talked. And I think that's where I think between 2018 to 2022, we missed valuable information from one another. And I think we just made up the believability and possibility of things. And we just rolled with it. And nobody knew how to go back, damn the reset button. Nobody knew how to use etiquette anymore. It was gone. It was gone. The way what they call mom and pop stores and restaurants and businesses like that, the way they talk to each other, the stories we found out. When they changed the whole buying experience, all of that went without talking. They just did it. We had no outlet. All we was doing was just watching and shaking our head and not saying nothing. But I tell you what you do need to check out on Netflix. It's called Free Bert. It's the guy, Bert, that always has his shirt off. Look here. I don't know what lengths you would go to today to ensure your child is having a good high school experience. I don't know what you would go through as a parent to ensure your child is having an enjoyable 4 years of high school. What are you willing to do as a parent? What are you willing to do to ensure from the petty bullying, relationship, new experiences, and what do you want to get out of high school as far as a child, other than education? But how far are you willing to go as a parent to ensure those things? You're pretty amazed what this man does in this Netflix series. Be amazed. I mean, I don't recall being in middle school discussing or even thinking about sex with my parents. That's 6th grade to 8th grade. Who has the time? 6th to 8th grade? Man, I'm playing Atari. Outside playing kickball, my pants leg rolled up, point, calling my shot. I'm at the boys club. But I was nowhere in the mindset of thinking about sex in 6th to 8th grade. But now that you too late now. 6, they got 2 kids. And I'm talking about the boys. But 6th to 8th grade, to have a conversation about becoming an adult with your parents in 6th to 8th grade is just wild to me. And then when your child is becoming a young lady and getting into high school, I mean, that it is one of the most frightening things of all time. If you don't have a daughter or you got one in the oven and you know it's a girl coming, you're going to need it. Prayers. Having a daughter is it's a different world. It's a different world. It definitely is. It is a different world when it comes to having daughters. But check out Free Bert on Netflix. Again, you will really, really enjoy it. I'm going to tell you something else you're going to enjoy. I don't know what got into T.I. and Jill Scott. Somebody must have been talking about T.I., said, you ain't got it no more. Somebody must have said, Jill, the sisters need you. The sisters need you, Jill. We need a message for you. We need you to tell us how 2026 is going to be out here for us in this loveless world. Tell us something, Jill. T.I. and Jill Scott. I wish I had musical talent to rap. The people that know how to do it and do it well, hey, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. But if you haven't had a chance to listen yet, go check out that new T.I. That new Jill Scott will get you in trouble now. If your woman a Jill Scott fan, don't let her listen to it if she in a bad mood and it's your fault. You'll thank me later. No Jill Scott for anyone that is mad at their man. Don't do it. Keep her away from all Jill Scott new songs. Fellas, you know when your woman is mad at you and it's your fault, and you walk in the house smell like bleach and pine sol, and she got her favorite jam on, just humming, you might want to rethink whatever you say. You might want to rethink whatever you say. Because whatever it is, she is still mad. She is still mad, folks. But wow. If you missed the top of the show, we talked about a few things on the mind of Montez today as well. When players lose, seeing the frustration on different players and coaches' faces from the NFL playoffs. And more recently, seeing what happened in MLB last year with all those teams, the drama that the Padres caused in their own dugout at the end of the season when they lost. Baseball players that are really good, and it's more than 6 on the team, and they don't go as far as the team think they should, they fight, and they all want to leave. They all want to leave. They all want to leave. But in football, they took those losses pretty hard on this playoff run. I mean, pretty hard. I still want to see video footage of Josh Allen crying in that locker. I need to see this. Need to see this. Need to see this. What the NFL Hall of Fame did to Bill Belichick, check. Downright diabolical. Who's to blame for that? Yes, Dre. That would be Bill Polian and Tony Dungy. You can't get in the Hall of Fame with 6 Super Bowl wins as a coach and 2 as an assistant coach, totaling 8. More playoff wins than anybody. Second in wins. What do you want from me? That's like telling a kid that gets straight A's, miss 1 day of school in 4 years, and you cuss him out because he want to buy a PlayStation with his allowance? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Can the NFL fix this? Remember the year we didn't have a Hall of Fame game because the morons had a kids game on there and they tore the field up? We had no preseason Hall of Fame game that year. Now this. But Bill Polian's in and got 1 Super Bowl. Mike McCarthy, at first, I did not like that hire for Pittsburgh. But Mike McCarthy is Pittsburgh. Yes, he's Pittsburgh. He really is. He is Pittsburgh. So with LeBron going home tonight to place the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was 10 years ago today, but this year, that LeBron went back to Cleveland as a Miami Heat. I totally forgot how bad they booed that man when he went back to Cleveland. Is that deserved when players go to another team? You know sports is a business, right? It is a business. Like when a store closes in the neighborhood that everybody went to, and a month later, it's an apartment complex. Who are we mad at then? But when players leave, we burn their jersey. We make signs that make no damn sense. We shame their family. We burn their jerseys. We burn their hats. Who's the first one to start that? Who can be accredited with that? I was the first one to burn a jersey. Why? I mean, the business side of sports is very, 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 very dirty. But I get it from the team standpoint. We're looking at what this player did for our team, what it did for us. Wear that number, play that position, do what you can do. We get excited about that. and we find that person is on our team, they're ours. That's our player. You're part of us. And when they leave, and it seems it's in a frustrating situations, but we think the player doesn't want to be here. They're not having the correct communication going on. It's coming out in the media. It's the player being selfish. And now we as fans are like, oh, he just thinking about money. He just want to hear about the money. That's how we get. Every time it comes up with an athlete leaving, we want to see the contract. We want to know what the problem is. My thing is age. I think once you over 32, yeah, things get a little critical now, buddy. What you coming to the table with? Ain't that what women say? What you bringing to the table? Huh? So you're over 32. I got to see what's on the resume. But there's some players that are just well-traveled. And they've had some great experiences. They get a good reputation going as a good locker room guy, good teammate, great in the clubhouse. And we appreciate more people like that than the ones that we're always seeing or hearing about where money is the first thing that they talk about, or winning. Winning takes time. Winning takes time for sure. So I'm wondering what, with the NBA figured out, with the trade deadline coming up, February 5th, who's going to make a splash and what's the next team to go on what probably 8-year losing streak because they're about to dismantle this team. And I don't think the NBA should allow that to happen. But we know the NBA will let it happen for sure. Oh my goodness. The NFL Pro Bowl. To have such a great season that the NFL had. The honors awards are coming up. It's our NFL Oscar season, so to speak. When if they could just give us just listen to us one time and just tell us why is the Pro Bowl on a Tuesday. I don't get that. And flag football is just as dangerous as full contact football. How about this, NFL? Since we're worried about safety, let's just get them in a gaming. Let's turn the Pro Bowl into a gaming. Just make it a nationwide gaming event where the Pro Bowl players, they all get a stick and get on there and play. 11 on 11 on the controllers. Let's go. Let's do that instead. Because this doesn't make any sense. Any sense at all. I'm confused. I'm blown away. Bill Belichick, Barry Bonds, Pete Rose, Keith Kachuk, not in the Hall of Fame. Where did we go wrong? The fans should control the voting. We're the one that buy the tickets. We're the one that pay for the subscription. We should be able to do something, be in control of something. We don't have any power as fans anymore. It's gone. It's gone. The bots with the MLB voting, they got all kinds of scammers and that using that as a voting device. So they had scammed MLB All-Star Game voting. That used to be us. They used to give us a piece of paper at the games. You fill it out at the game and you turn it in. They took that away. It's gone. It's an app. All apps can be manipulated by them bots. No. We have no power as fans anymore. It's gone. They build our own a la carte to watch sports. We can't even build our own. What's the fun in that? Only thing we get to pick out is the city jerseys each sports team has got on, where fans in the town and the community influence the design and the color of these jerseys. That's about it. But we still got to buy it. Still got to buy it. And this is one of my questions of the day. Is cheating still a thing? Is it still a bad thing? Is it still, ain't no big deal. Oh, he'll be all right. I'll be all right. Everything be good. We fine. We'll talk when I get home. Cheating used to be the worst. People would take off work and just cry all day, leave work early, sit in their car, listen to the saddest movie of all time, eat weird foods. Something changed. Are you guys more honest with one another? Like when the last time we talked about this, I believe last week, about the relationship thing. Everybody move in together so fast. If you met somebody Sunday night at Pops, he probably moved in today. Y'all move that fast. Move that fast. Won't talk about nothing financial as in goals, real estate options, vehicle options, what we're going to be doing in the next 5 years. None of that. We're just going to shack up. The conversation has been missed. The conversation has been missed. What did he tell him in Jerry Maguire? You got to have a talk. You got to have a talk. The talk is important. It's very, very important, the talk. But right now, in your current relationship situation, if your partner, you found out today your partner cheated, is that it? Is it over with? I heard a lady say on a talk show, define boyfriend or girlfriend to me. I mean, what is it? She said, I have a man, but boyfriend, I mean, I need more than that because I don't think if I cheat on my man, it's a big thing. But a boyfriend, what is that? I was so confused. I was so confused in what I heard in 12 minutes on that talk show. She never really answered the question. She never really did. But if you with your partner and you find out today that they cheated, is it over with? Get your shit and go. You're gonna watch Waiting Next Hell all day. Oh man. T.I. and Jill Scott. Hey, I haven't been to a concert of T.I.'s nature in quite some time. I've been to a Jill Scott show in Charlotte, North Carolina. But this T.I. new vibe he got going. Hey, hey, hey. And we know how I feel about old people still trying to rap and dance and do live concerts. We done told y'all to stop that. You 80-year-old singers, go somewhere now. Just chill. Work on that garden. Get to know them grandbabies a little better. That's what you got to do. You have to do that for sure. I tell you what else we got to do. We got to figure out the correct way to enjoy this upcoming Major League Baseball season. I'm hearing rumors. I'm reading reports, but nobody's come out with any definite information when it comes to who's on our team. What are we doing? The projections that I've seen look awful. But the most important question I have, Cardinal Nation, how are we watching the game? What is it going to be on? I haven't seen any pricing. I've seen the articles. I haven't seen pricing. Now, we went legal 2 years ago. We had bootleg for 14 years. We went legal. So paying for the NFL Sunday ticket, yeah, buddy. Paying for the MLB package, yeah, buddy. What are we going to do for just the Cardinals? I like the MLB network because I get to watch other games. I like the Yes Network because I get to watch other games. I think we should have the same ability as the NFL to watch these games for Major League Baseball. We just better pick any game we want to watch. Why can't we? What was the nature of getting the MLB network if they're not going to give us a true package of games? I feel the same way about the NFL network. The things that they don't do versus the things they do on that network do. I'm confused. Like, why have a network for your particular sport, but you're not going to put one game on. Not one game. But I got to stream the game on another platform. Whoever started this streaming stuff, it's too much. It's like with the spam calls. I'm done. I'm going to start turning my phone off. I've done everything that 60 Minutes, CBS Sunday Morning, Fox, all the news outlets on what to do when it comes to spam calls. None of it is working. None of it is working. Not one part. Who's selling our phone numbers? I haven't filled out a piece of paper, a coupon, nothing with my phone number on it for solicitors to call me. So where are they getting this information from? Who is feeding these folks our phone numbers? Because we saw who was taking our money at the cafe in the Mideast. We saw that on 60 Minutes, how they were in there just hustling all day, taking everybody money over here in the U.S., just scamming them left and right. Left and right. We saw that special. But on the spam calls, help me help you. What do we have to do? What do we have to do? Because this isn't working. I mean, they go all day, all night. They're just everywhere. It's on a whole new level with these spam calls. It really is. It is on a whole new level, and we got to figure it out. If you didn't get the memo Monday, that I told you guys, next year for Valentine's Day, they got us. They got us. It's the day of the Super Bowl. They put the Super Bowl on Valentine's Day. Who would do such a thing? It's like we're not even a part of the equation no more. That's blasphemous to me. You put we can't have nothing. we can't have nothing. Oh my God, nothing. We had a Super Bowl. They turned it into a damn women's concert mega explosion. Every time we have something, they come and take it away. Every time, fellas, every time we have something, here they go. They take it. We had Victoria's Secret fashion show. They took it and they put it on Netflix. Why? It was perfectly fine on CBS. They took our lingerie show, guys. They just took it. They've taken the Super Bowl away from us. It's gone. Now it's a part of Valentine's Day. So right now, there's some individual is going to plan a Valentine's Day Super Bowl theme. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. We are in trouble. If we don't come together as a team, we will not survive. Al Pacino. We must figure this out. We must. To my folks out there that are over 40, shoveling snow, take your break every 10 minutes. You ain't got to prove to nobody you still got it. Take your time. Take your time going down the steps and up the steps. Because falling hurts. Especially if you're over 6 feet tall, long way down. And that ice will have them legs doing things you didn't think your legs could do. So please be careful out there, folks that are shoveling snow, trying to show their kids and their woman they still know how to shovel snow and got it. Take a break. Take a break. And if you're walking your dog, take your time. Because them dogs will see animals and take off, and you're going to do some slipping and sliding in the snow. So be careful. Be careful, folks, out there. But at least that sun is out and is making that snow melt and look like very holiday-ish right now. Looks very holiday-ish in the town of St. Louis. I got some great news to share with you. A couple weeks ago, Went riding in a nice little off-road vehicle. And on that ride, I lost my wallet. But unbeknown to me, the wallet has been found. And I am excited. I think I get the wallet back today. I do believe we get the wallet back today. Where is this damn thing going? Okay. Be doing too much. But we get the wallet back today, man. I don't know if you've ever lost your wallet. ID and everything. Can you prove who you are? Do you have a backup plan? If you lose your wallet, ID, credit cards, social security card, what's your backup? How are you going to tell people who you are? What's the plan? You'd be amazed at all the documents that people want for you to prove who you are. You'd be amazed. It's if you lose your ID and you have to go through the process, I want you to be on your best behavior. Treat people as so nice as possible. Because if they want to get technical with you, it's a very frustrating process. But luckily, the wallet was found. But I know of this process because when my daughter was a child, she threw my wallet out the car window and I didn't know it. It was the hardest thing to do, is being patient to get all that stuff back. And now, here in 2026, good luck. But a bank statement and your lease where you live at and a bill goes a long way. But just be nice to people. You can't be frustrated going in to get services you need and be mad at the people that are trying to help you. So just keep that in mind when you're going through an ID process or trying to get qualified for something or get some help. Just remember, they don't have to do that. They can be really technical with you. All right, folks, we're going to get out of here and let you get on with the rest of your What It Do Wednesday. I'll get you on through there. Look at all this. Okay. All right. Let's see what the people saying on here. Let's see what the people say. All right, well, good folks. We're going to get out of here, StreamYard, and thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of CertaPro Painters Presents Montez at Midday. Until next time, I'll holler at you, player, as they say in the hood. Peace out, good folk, good people.